Welcome to part 66 of Final Fantasy VIII. Sorry for the late upload. I was trying to do practice runs on certain things, and unfortunately I haven't gotten them done yet, so I'm continuing on with the story, and unfortunately we need to go and get Rinoa first. So let's go on ahead and do that and get that out of the way first. And by practice runs, I mean practice runs to going and get Rinoa and actually continuing on with the story. But for the time being, we pass by this area right here, because right now we don't have the means to beat Centra Ruins just yet. We don't, but by part 69 we will. Let's just talk about the Ragnarok. This is a very fun ship to fly, and it's got a really awesome theme going with it. So where we need to go is the Esthar Sorceress Memorial. We can manually fly there without any problems at all. You just go through terrain and won't have to worry about going around the water like you did with the garden. I love the Ragnarok. The only thing the Ragnarok needs is lasers. That's the one thing the Ragnarok definitely needs, is just lasers. Oh, that also reminds me, because we have the Ragnarok, we also can go after a couple of GFs that needs the Ragnarok to go after it. Oh, no, that's too close. That is too close. We will have to go there eventually, but not right now. Oh no. Instead, we're going to go over to the Esthar Sorceress Memorial, which is over here. Well, at least it beats the hell out of walking in this area where it's infested with Malboros. Funny thing, I don't have to worry about grinding those things anymore. Oh no. Trust me on that. I don't have to worry about grinding those things at all. Just gotta find some steel pipes. Anyway, like I said, you can actually fly over to the destination without any problem, going through terrains and stuff like that. Or you could simply just, okay, you gotta land this plane too, so you gotta press triangle to land, and also use the left and right thumbstick to control the altitude of the Ragnarok, as well as you have to use the square and... no, not square. I think it was the X and square button. Yes, that's what I meant to say. The X and square button to, No, I was right. The circle and triangle button to actually, fly around the area. Because circle goes in reverse, and triangle actually goes to... it goes forward. Now these things, they're weak to wind, I know that much. I'm not too sure what the hell they are, but from here on in, thanks to the whole ordeal with Rinoa, there are going to be very powerful enemies from here on in, including Elnoil. Oh, spoiler alert. I actually do kill a bunch of them off screen. I'll show you what they look like, but I killed a bunch of them off screen. Anyway, those things that I just killed, they love to shield themselves to reduce the damage that they take. But they give off a lot of experience points, and unfortunately, I don't need experience points. Squall does not need to be any stronger, and I will thank the Lord. After part 69, I will never have to worry about encounters again. Oh, by the way, draw this stop. Definitely. You can always come back here to try to draw another stop junction. But for the time being, just go in and just take Rinoa. That's all. I mean, yeah, it is kind of a stupid thing we're doing and we're going to probably doom the world, but we need to save Rinoa in order for us to continue with the story. because Square Enix demand we save Rinoa and figure out a way to keep her from dying. And before anybody gets all pissy about me talking about Rinoa terribly the way I did. Oh, by the way, Zelenquistus backing up Squall. Now, what was I saying? Oh yes. Think about it like this. Rinoa has pretty much caused nothing but trouble with Squall. Between the Odin pin and freeing Sorceress Edea, she has caused nothing but trouble. Oh, and let's not forget she also has Squall's ring. And Squall just pretty much kept anyone else from sealing sorceresses away by slashing the device that seals sorceresses away. Oh, by the way, in case you haven't noticed with Sorceress Edea, they sealed them away in carbonite and launched them to the moon. Yeah, think about it like that. Rinoa would have been sealed away in carbonite forever. But that's not going to stop Rinoa from passing on Ultimisia's powers to someone else. So, yeah. Yeah, you guys might want to back off. And apparently that old guy who has ellipses is pretty much telling us to go. Oh, but everybody knows who that guy is. Well, at least those three. Well, those four, sorry. I'll soon reveal his identity soon enough, but for the time being, now we have a new thing we need to deal with, a new problem to say the least. We're gonna have to go back to Esthar. No, not the Sorcerer's Memorial, but the city of Esthar itself. As it stands, we're not gonna be able to do much with the plot until we do. So, yeah. Well, technically, most of the secret optional areas that I need with the Ragnarok's not gonna open up until we actually go on with the plot. So, yeah. We're just gonna have to fly straight to Esthar. However, upon flying to Esthar, we may run into some very special things. I already told you guys that the random encounter rate has gone up, and there are stronger monsters now. And Zell says by far the stupidest thing to ever come out of his mouth by saying that we're seeds we destroyed Sorceress, and Rinoa just so happens to be in the plane. Whoopee. But first, before we do something else, we're gonna have to take a detour over to, we have to take a detour to Edea's home. Once we take a detour to Edea's home, then we can progress the plot. So let's go on ahead and use the... Oh, get back out the plane, guys. Really, get back out the plane. Oh, and by the way, with Rinoa actually free, she's automatically put on your team. Hooray. But anyway, that's the least of our worries right now. Well, for now it is. We still gotta get her junctions and get her some magic. If she could draw it without failing, that is. Now that we're here at Edea's home, now we're gonna have to position the Ragnarok where Squall can get in. I mean, that's the one thing about the autopilot feature that I'm not too fond of. I mean, you can fly the Ragnarok to the place, but you can't really park it near the area without having to fly separately from it. And of course, we find Angelo, who has been desperately waiting for Rinoa's return to consciousness. So yeah, that officially means Rinoa is back. And now everybody who happens to know the signs is walking away because Squall is here in a grassy field. So I guess it's safe to say these two had this plan, or should I say everyone had this plan. And Rinoa will pretty much take over whatever spot Quistis was in. Well, I gotta talk to the dog first, but Rinoa will take over whatever spot Quistis was in permanently. Well, not permanently, actually, she'll take over the spot that Quistis was in for the time being, so that the story can continue. So yeah, I may have to change up my party after all this is over. At least before we go after some of the bigger fish in the pond. Anyway. As it stands right now, Rinoa is actually downing herself as usual. Well, considering that she just screwed everything up completely, I don't blame her. But, to be fair, she was under Ultimecia's control. And also, to be fair, she was wearing Squall's ring. Now, if anyone stops and thinks about that, that ring that, Squall ended up letting Rinoa wear originally came from Edea. So, if by any chance Edea would have died or something would have happened to her where she would have passed her powers on to someone else, if Rinoa wasn't wearing that ring, Squall would have been the sorceress, or should I say sorcerer. And of course, Rinoa is saying something stupid because the plot is not going to let her get killed, regardless of what she says. But yeah, think about it like this. If Squall ended up becoming a sorcerer, that would be more shit that he'd have to deal with. And if you thought Rinoa was having some sort of a heroic breakdown, Jesus Christ, I can't even imagine Squall being a sorcerer. If he wasn't silent before, by God, he would try his best to stay silent. And try to isolate himself completely from everybody. The way Rinoa was doing right then and there. Ah, boy. So, Rinoa finally got Squall to say, "Stay close to me." To be perfectly fair, Squall honestly doesn't remember, because those were the words Rinoa said to him when they first met back in the Galbadia Garden during the seed party. She was wearing a white dress and she grabbed Squall and made him dance. He needed an adult then. Now then, since we've pretty much explored just about all of the storyline areas, save for one, there's really not much to say, except we're gonna have to go back to Esthar, because that's where more plot will happen. I'm sorry, I can't really think of something to say right now. I mean, this is nothing more than plot that's going to happen. Actual battling will be happening later on. And I promise you, I am ill-equipped for the battling, as opposed to later on when I actually get more equipped for the battling. So, yeah. There's that. So, also they gave some sort of a foreshadowing, to say the least, about how if something was to happen that they get lost to time, all Squall just had to do is say, "Where are you?" Well, just shout or something like that. And she'll clearly find him. But right now, the bombshell hit that Kyros actually asked for Squall and the others to go to the presidential palace. Of course, that bombshell will soon be revealed as to who may be the president. Now that we've gotten Rinoa in our party for the time being, let's just get the hell out and... Okay, I understand you want to talk to Edea, but let's just go past me. Let's just go. And now we get to talk more with Edea. And Edea will explain that 13 years ago, which she was probably 10 at the time, she ended up encountering Ultimecia and received her powers. So in other words, like which Sorceress Edea was about 20 years... I think she was about 20 years old, because she's 33 from what I understand. But she also wanted to try to keep Squall and the others from being hurt by the sorceress, so she took Ultimecia in by choice, which led to the events that happened in the game. Oh boy, I was so ill prepared for this. I'm gonna have to switch out junctions here before we continue. Yeah, this is not looking really good right now. Considering that these things have now learned the ability to learn Thundaga and other random magics, yeah, maybe leveling was a bad idea. I wouldn't say maybe, I said definitely it's a bad idea. I didn't want to level, but I ended up doing so. Well, I already got a Jelly Eye card, so I guess that's pretty much good for something. But nonetheless, let's just go over to Esthar's air station. So let's head over there via autopilot, which the ship will actually fly itself to the destination, so long as it's on the map. Now, it doesn't land the ship for you, but it flies to the destination. And oh, there's the lag again. Well, it's been lagging throughout this part, and I apologize for that. still. Come on, I gotta get to the air station. We're right here on the air station. You can just land on the air... Oh my god. Well, sometimes it can be tricky to land on the air station. Considering that you forgot which button it is to land on the air station. Oops, my bad. Sorry if I'm wasting your time. Let's see. Try to get to this air station here. Oh, and there's one other thing that needs to be noted. Just like the garden, the Ragnarok does not need fuel. This is a permanent airship, and more along the lines, you're gonna need it for the remainder of the game. So yeah, we're going closer to the game's end. So let's go on ahead and switch Quistis's GFs, shall we? Also, let me go on ahead and unjunction and one GF that was on Quistis. Well, first let's get some health here on everybody. Alright, we're good. No, wait, no, I unjuxted all the GFs off of Rinoa onto Quistis. So we're good. And... oh, crap. First enemy we face just so happens to be an Elnoil! Oh no! How shall I put this? Elnoils are pretty damn huge with HP, but they are good for drawing out Pain, Double, and Holy. You will need all of the Pain, Double, and Holy you will get if you do not have those particular junctions. Elnoils will always have them. And the worst part is, Elnoils are, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Elnoils is basically the recolor of the boss that was back in Dolette. I think it was Elefret, yes. That is a recolor. So I would be careful if I were you. Also, if there's anything to be careful of Elefret for, it is the fact that Elefret, no, not Elefret, Elnoil. This is a different recoloring. Anyway, if there's one thing to be careful of Elnoil for, it has to be the fact that Elnoil has the annoying ability to cast death on all of your party members. If not one of them at a time. So yeah, this would be a long and drawn out fight because this thing is actually between 35 and 40,000. Oh, come on! What the squall has that's keeping him from drawing this? But whatever the case, Elnoil seems to be weak to wind, so I should have been using that more. I don't know if it's weak to Holy, though, because it did draw Holy. Maybe I could have used Holy against him. Oh, on second thought, it's not that weak to it. It barely does any damage to him. Well, good news is, at least I'm drawing Holy. Oh, shit! We are so underpowered for this. Oh, wait, what the hell did he... oh, no! No! God damn it, Rinoa has been blinded and poisoned! But, yes, beating this particular thing here, which is really hard, and it makes me amazed that I managed to beat this thing off screen. But beating this thing right here will net you all the energy crystals you need in order to make pulse ammo. You need 12, and that's all you need. On the bright side, though, I probably won't be needing any assistance or any more what am I trying to say? Oh yes, I won't be needing any more energy crystals from him, to say the least. But to be fair, also Quistis actually needs energy crystals as well. She just needs straight energy crystals for her Save the Queen. And oh, son of a bitch, it just killed Squall. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. I can't bring it back. Okay, screw this. Screw this, we're leaving. You know what? We don't have time for this. We don't have time. Let's just run, we'll retreat, and we'll just get him back off screen. Oh, and in case you're wondering how I got him back, he did that exact same thing, well, with the exception of killing Squall. He pretty much made Rinoa drop down to low health, and I used Angel Wing. And Angel Wing, Rinoa pretty much spammed every magic that I had on hand, and Meltdown was one of the magics, and it did not end well for Elnoil. No, it did not end well at all. You will soon see later on that Elnoil suffered the very hard way for screwing over me. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, I also junctioned Death to Squall, which, to be perfectly honest with you... Oh, right, I almost forgot. I split up all of my GFs. Yeah, that probably would explain why I wasn't able to kill him off faster as what I did with the, whatchamacallit, the, propagators. Ah, boy. Oh, that's right. I gave Siren to, Rinoa. That was the dumbest move on my part. Yeah, but it's okay. I'll just give, this to Squall. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm fiddling around with my, GFs, but still. And I'll drop Cerberus since it's no big loss. Or Pandema. Should I just drop Pandema? Nah, I think I should drop Pandema. Alright, there we go. That ought to make things a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I gotta get some more haste. That way she'll be faster. Now let's see, get some strength. And get some spirit, and we're good to go. Anything else? Nope, we're good. Now let's just try to get through this area without any problems here. Oh, that also may constitute with what's wrong with my attacks. Cause last time I checked, I forgot to take the Thundara off of my damn attacks. Ah, Christ almighty. That really was a stupid thing I did. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to, continue this for too long. I mean, this has gone on long enough because we had nothing but plot and we just had a fight that I ran away from. Again, I was ill-equipped. And I think me just having life there kind of ruined everything. Oh wait, that's the exit. So we can't go through the vents. Jesus Christ, that's the one thing I hate about the city being in peril. Don't need it. You know all those platforms that we used to sit on? Well, they're gone. Oh, and now we have a villain that is... No, an enemy that has always got its back turned to us. And I forgot to take off the Thundara. Why did I forget to take off the Thundara? Honestly, I could have at least put something better on there. Or at least not put any attacks at all, so all of my attacks would do base damage. I mean, most of the enemies here are either weak to holy or weak to wind or weak to lightning. No, wait. No, scratch that. Weak to wind. They're not weak to lightning. Or more like weak to earth. But yeah, we've got like 2 more episodes of Squall having that one weapon that he has in his hand right now. Well, this episode and 1 more after that. But regardless, we're just running around in circles because we're gonna have to take the long way around in order to find the presidential palace. And yes, we have to do all this walking. And you know what else that we have to do? May end up having to run into more random encounters because, yeah, no Diablos. And that's kicking me dead in the ass. Turn around, you idiot. Or better yet, just keep going this way. Let's just keep going this way. And we'll be at the Presidential Palace in no time. Nope, nope, not that way. Keep going. Just now that I figured out where we are. Oh, bloody hell. These things again. I don't think we have a card for them just yet. Oh, that's another thing, almost forgot. You know, Elnoil, you could actually card those things since they're random encounters. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, in case you've noticed what just happened to that monster, and this one here too, I brought out the Equalizer. So yeah, Death Strike. 100% on the dime, done. That'll get me through these random encounters, no problem. At the same time, it may level Squall. And to that end, oops. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. Just a little further. And we should be heading into the Presidential Palace. Now then, we're going to call it a break because we're finally going to reveal who the president is. Now, let's just get onto the platform, enter the palace, and we're gonna call it a game. See you guys in part 67. I know you saw me running about throughout the entirety of the stage, and we had to go through plot, but trust me, it'll all be worth it later. For the time being, I'm ending it here. I'll see you guys next time as we stop right in front of the hallway that leads to the Presidential Palace. Take care, good night, and happy belated 4th of July.